Hey fam, welcome to Babbling Tat. I'm your host Tat, and as always, I want to start off by saying thank you for being here. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing right now, thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. Today, we're diving into a phrase that's been stuck in my head, kind of like a new Nick D song. Be your best despite your mess. I babbled on socials a little bit about it, but I want to dive into it a bit deeper. So let's talk about what it really means to show up for yourself, even on the messy days, and why your best, no matter how it looks, is always enough. The other day I was driving around door dashing, car karaoke, jamming, serotonin tasting, basically a therapy session for me. And out of nowhere, be your best despite your mess popped into my head, and it just stayed there. Now, real talk, full transparency, lately I have been driving the struggle bus, and it's hanging on by a thread. If y'all know about my previous car, Wit, that's basically the status level that I've been riding at. My energy level's been pretty low, just feels all around off. My to-do list feels impossible and has no end, no matter how much I try to prioritize and organize. I've been questioning myself at every single thing that I do, down to my core in every single aspect of my life, and trying to actually wonder if I could even keep some of the smallest promises that I make to myself, let alone anything or anybody else. That's a real scary and shitty place to be. If this is you too, know that you're not alone, and that I am so proud of you for pushing forward through every single day, no matter how high the high or how low the low, through every sunrise and every sunset. Know that we are going to get through this and work through this together. Now, most of us have been conditioned to think that being your best means being perfect, but that's not realistic at all in any way, shape, or form. Life's messy. We're messy. And perfection is an impossible standard that can take us out of the game before we even lace up our shoes to try. Being your best is allowed to look different every day. Now, let me say that again to make sure you heard me. Being your best is allowed to look different every single day. You heard? I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, that my best does not look the same every single day. Some days my best is knocking out a workout at 5 a.m. and flowing through my to-do list and just, we got it, we're on it. Some days my best is making sure that I drink water and actually eat something other than just dinner and forcing myself to go outside. And most days, I have to remind myself that whatever I got done was enough, no matter what did or didn't actually get done. I want you to think of the battery icon up in your phone in the top corner. Imagine that gauge is your best level, like just as a visualization. Some days you're at 100. You're crushing it, checking all the boxes and feeling absolutely unstoppable. Some days you're at 78, maybe 55. Other days, maybe you're at 30, or even down all the way at 16. Your days across them all will look and feel very different, but that does not mean that you are not capable of still achieving your best or even having a decent, maybe even a good day, even if your best is only at 16%. Because here's the thing, if you give all 16% that you got, that's still your best. You're not falling short because you're not at 100. Your best is not about how much energy or productivity you can output. It's about showing up fully with whatever you have in that moment. And that is something to be proud of. Think about it. How often do we beat ourselves up for not doing enough or being enough? Right? What if instead we celebrated the fact that we showed up at all, that we gave it all we had? That is what it means to be your best despite your mess. And I want to bring this concept to life and help you pick up what I'm putting down and begin to acknowledge your best despite your mess. If you're a parent like me, you know that some days just getting them dressed, fed, and out the door feels like climbing Mount Everest and running a freaking marathon. On those days, I'm going to assume that you feel like you're barely keeping it together, right? But guess what? If you gave all you had to those moments, you were enough. Your kids didn't need perfection, and they don't need perfection. They need you showing up with love, care, and intention. Or on tough mental health days, your best might be as simple as taking a shower, eating a snack, sitting in your car in the driveway to force yourself to go outside. Maybe it's taking a nap. And that's okay. Those small wins still matter. Your effort is valid, Even if it doesn't look like much to someone else, you are still honoring yourself. Now that we've redefined your best, let's talk about how to embrace it in your daily life. Check in with yourself. Start your day by asking, what do I have to give today? Be honest, be real with yourself. No judgment, like you do you, be real. If it's a low energy day, adjust your expectations. Give yourself permission to do less without guilt. Give yourself permission to take care of you because, hello, you matter too. Celebrate small wins. Every little thing you accomplish is a victory, whether it's brushing your teeth, sending an email, simply getting out of bed. It all counts and it all stacks up. It all matters. Let go of comparison. Your best will never look the same as someone else's. And that's a good thing. That's okay. There is beauty in being unique. Focus on your journey, not theirs. Practice self-compassion too. Treat yourself like you would your best friend. Would you criticize your best friend for having an off day? I sure wouldn't. Extend that same grace, love, and compassion to yourself. Be your own best friend. Life isn't about perfection. It's about showing up. And perfection isn't even real. It's about consistency and adaptability. Be your best despite your mess is a reminder that you are enough, exactly as you are, no matter what your day looks like. Your effort matters. Just showing up matters. That's half the battle as it is. And more importantly, you matter. The next time you're feeling messy or low on your best, remember this. Even if you're only at 16%, you are capable of giving that 16% to yourself, for yourself. And that's something worth celebrating. Until next time, stay here, stay weird, be your best despite your mess. And remember, the world truly is a better place with you here in it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like the video, follow, and subscribe to the show. Drop a comment to let me know what connected with you the most. I'd love to hear from you and what you'd like to hear next. Connect with the podcast directly over on Instagram at Babbling Tat Podcast or connect with me at xxtatqueenxx. You can also visit the website tatscorner.com for more resources, info about P3, to shop RDC, read the blog, or just to stay connected. The link is down in the description. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the flip side.